Sustainable development presents a challenge in meeting goals that are consistent with the community's own vision. Over the years, Platinum Group Metals Corporation created a mechanism for the effective implementation of its social development and management program. Since 2007, its spending in programs, projects, and activities has totaled to 308,981,604.25 centavos. This year, Pgmc has produced 27 graduate scholars, bringing the total to 97 since the program started, constructed new school buildings, and supported 22 public schools, constructed farm-to-market roads, and sponsored religious and cultural activities for the socio-cultural development of communities. As the world grapples with the unimaginable toll of the COVID-19 pandemic on the lives of people and the economy, Pgmc spared no effort to swiftly respond to the urgent needs of its employees and neighboring communities. With the release of Mines and Geosciences Bureau Memoranda, Pgmc and its representative of host and neighboring communities convened to do the necessary budget realignment. The Community Relations and Development section started to work on the front lines to deliver basic services without compromising health standards. Pgmc also provided relief, medical assistance, and medical supplies amounting to 18 million pesos to 41,041 households in Surigao del Norte province. Long-term projects for food security in several communities were also laid down. A total of 12 million was generously allocated to this, benefiting around 103 groups of farmers. Overall, 36% of the total 2020 SDMP budget was realigned for COVID-19 relief efforts and assistance. Pgmc, through its information education campaign, responded to the call to provide correct and legitimate information and took a different approach in intensifying public awareness. The campaign traverses different mediums, from the installation of billboards and steel markers in strategic locations within and outside the mine site,
Pgmc, good morning, Sir Alex.
to regular guesting on local and national stations. Pgmc also tapped local and national newspapers to promote milestones and accomplishments, and strengthened its online content presence on its official Facebook page and other social media platforms. Working closely with the concerned LGUs, agencies, and associations has contributed a lot to the continuous development of Pgmc as a law-abiding, socially responsible, and environment-friendly company. To name a few, Pgmc was a platinum sponsor of the 5th Caraga Mining Symposium targeted at promoting awareness of the positive contribution of the mining industry in Caraga. Pgmc also placed first runner-up during the safety competition in the 66th Annual National Mine Safety Environmental Conference held in Baguio City last November 19 to 23, 2020. On top of its SDMP, Pgmc goes the extra mile in supporting the Surigao del Norte Provincial Government's Heal Plus Caravan sa Eskwelahan. 1,584 English and math books worth 483,491.94 centavos were donated, plus a 300,000 peso counterpart from the Development of Mining Technology and Geosciences Funds. This solidifies Pgmc's initiative to empower communities from the grassroots by reaching out to the underprivileged groups, especially the indigenous people or IPs. Pgmc commends our modern-day heroes for their selfless efforts in safeguarding the community against COVID-19. million pesos was allotted in the procurement and distribution of complete PPEs, 6,000 rapid antibody test kits, disinfection tents, and other health essentials to municipal, provincial, and regional hospitals. Pgmc is one with many companies across the globe in implementing heightened safety and health-related protocols to workers. It has its own facilities, medical equipment, and a trained company doctor, nurses, and first aid responders who provide all employees comprehensive access to medical and holistic care. For fiscal year July 2019 to June 2020, the company incurred 6,472,353.25 man-hours with no lost time accident, both fatal and non-fatal, bringing the total to 15,754,576.68 hours to date. Protocols implemented in the workplace are aligned with the objectives of concerned agencies in establishing technical guidelines on prevention, control, preparedness, and response measures against COVID-19. Its 2019 Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program recorded a 97.8% annual financial accomplishment out of a 100.5 million peso budget. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, 9 million pesos from the 103.5 million peso budget for 2020 was realigned to relief operations and sustainability projects. Pgmc pursues its goal to create a safer and more sustainable post-mining land condition. Despite having secured 5 special tree cutting and earthballing permits, only 85.5 hectares was disturbed and only 17,918 trees were cut as of June 2020. 1,018,165 trees out of the required 1,791,800 have been planted, with the remaining 773,685 seedlings being reared in nurseries. To date, 1,029,415 trees have been planted, covering 502.33 hectares within and outside MPSA areas. 145.86 hectares of mined-out area has been rehabilitated and planted with 262,557 mixed-type species, and 140 hectares of inactive mine areas has been temporarily revegetated. Pgmc also underscores the potential of bamboo planting in reforestation and rehabilitation. It seeks to protect nearby water bodies through the implementation of stormwater drainage management plan. And beyond its MPSA areas, Pgmc adopted the mangrove forest and ecosystem of Barangay Bagakay, Claver, and Surigao del Norte. This speaks volumes as to how committed Pgmc is to environmental protection. Through the reduction of solid waste generation, air quality management, noise abatement, and conservation values aimed at preventing biodiversity loss in the future. For more than 13 years, Pgmc has always practiced the above and beyond approach in all facets of compliance by initiating capacity building and socio-economic activities. A true testament that Pgmc has always performed beyond compliance for the greater good. Through the biggest challenges mankind would face, the value of solidarity always prevails. As stewards of the environment, Pgmc vows to undertake every measure to preserve the environment. And being the responsible company it has always strived to become, Pgmc will continue to uphold its role in developing and enabling communities to become self-sufficient, self-sustaining, and self-reliant even after mine life.